Hey y'all, update time. Had a lot of people reach out and just kind of checking in, and we have some new news. So, back when my breast cancer was discovered, Dr. Sindhu, my medical oncologist here in town, had definitely went ahead with a PET scan, like a CT scan, to scan the whole entire body because he knew that cancer had been there so long. He was trying to be really thorough and make sure it wasn't somewhere else. And when we had it done, there was a small flare on the GI tract and then a small flare in the left bone in my shoulder. So we all agreed to aggressively go after the breast cancer first and just really focus there. And then as we could, kind of work our way into that GI issue and do stuff. So I've had a lot of experience in the GI department recently. It's literally shitty. So I mean, we did the colonoscopy and the endoscopy. So we did that, and there was a couple polyps that came back fine, no big deal. Then we went back and did the video capsule, where they literally have you swallow a pill, pretty sizable but doable, and it videos your whole intestine. And you get to wear this little belt, and it's got the video display on it. Like literally, I couldn't stop watching it. It's like a train wreck. You couldn't look away. I couldn't tell anything, but like you just can't look away. So anyways, we did that, and that showed something called like a lesion. So last week I had a double balloon enteroscopy, and the thing with it is that we got in there, and I mean, I'm totally unconscious, by the way. I didn't get anywhere. I was knocked out. But Dr. Abood got in there, and he took biopsies of the lining of my intestine where we had seen the lesion on the video. But the unfortunate part is a growth inside the intestinal wall. And he can't take a sample of that. So the little biopsies he was able to take came back great, but he figured they would. It's not a reflection of what's growing in the wall. So he referred us to Dr. Rael at the cancer department in Banner, and we met with her yesterday. She is a sharp cookie, and we really liked her. So how this gets handled is September 28th, we have another surgery. We're just gonna switch gears from up top, drop down a little bit, focus somewhere else. And there were two options, either laparoscopic, 5 little incisions, right, or one 3 to 5 inch incision in my abdomen. And the biggest difference being that on the bigger incision, Dr. Ryle can literally touch on my guts with her little hands, and she can feel the growth, versus like if they're not as sizable yet or as visible, where with the robot she doesn't quite have as much ability to be thorough. It's still really thorough, but not as much. So we've opted to do the larger single incision, and they're literally going to be like pulling them out and putting them back in. It's super freaky. I'll again be unconscious, not participating, but that's okay. So it'll be quite a surgery as far as like recovery. Definitely have a couple nights in the hospital and stuff to make sure that once we're done, everything's still working, because you need it. It's not sexy, but you know, it is. And it is what it is. And then when all of that is taken out, we know of the one section. They tattoo the beginning and the end. And then if there's any others, she'll take those out. And then they'll be sent off to pathology. So we'll have a couple nights in the hospital for sure. And then recovery will be pretty darn slow at home. It'll be really tender, really hard. I think that was one of the best things after the mastectomy, is that you could still use your core to get up and do things, and that just won't be the case for this one. So I'll probably be a little dependent, but thankfully my hot nurse still likes me and is going to hang out with me. Yeah, so we'll let you know when we have the surgery. It'll take a little bit to get pathology back, and once we know what we've got on our plate, we'll let you guys know. We really didn't get into a whole lot of if it's cancer, if it's not cancer, because if it's the same cancer, it's a different type of cancer. Like all these different things would determine how we'd handle it. So we just are on the boat of it is not cancer. So keep your votes up for that. And we'll go on that. And then other than that, September 13th, I see Dr. Sindhu in town, my medical oncologist, and I plan on having a discussion about this hormone medicine. What is this? Side effects. Not a fan. And then on that note, if you have been through menopause, or you know anyone going through menopause, or at any point you'll go through menopause, or you'll live with someone going through it, it sucks, okay? It just sucks, so be nice. And to the people that have already survived it, wow, You're all badasses. Because like legit hot flashes, I'm waiting to spontaneously combust. Like that's where we're at the level of it. And I know I'm dramatic, but also not really. And the mood and just all these things that you're like, "Oh, you already checked my boobs. What, like, how much of me do you need, Cancer? I have hand signals for it, but I'm not gonna do it on video. Anyway, so we'll do that on the 13th, and then later on the 13th we go and see Dr. Mason, my plastic surgeon, and we will talk about the lopsided Lucy and see what we're doing, because this will probably just have to wait because we'll have another surgery at the end of the month, and we just have to allow for so much healing because that surgery will be pretty significant. It pushes off reconstruction, but reconstruction is about just aesthetic and look and comfort. And the other one, I mean, it is cancer. It's probably a little more serious. We'll do that. Other than that, my family and I are going camping over Labor Day weekend. Cannot wait. Feeling really good physically. Still pretty limited on restrictions and lifting and things like that, but feeling much better. So I think we'll be able to go and have a really fun time. This weekend is the Best of Cochise County event, and I'm in there for real estate. So we'll see where I place 1, 2, or 3. Have a fun night with that. We have fun things to look forward to. My kids are doing great at their new school this year, and they're loving it and feeling happy. So I feel really good about that. And my husband has an elk hunt coming up, and he's super pumped for it, and he's going to be able to go, and the surgeries aren't going to interrupt it. So we're trying to work in our normal. I'm back at work. Not quite like full-time where I was at because I don't have energy for that, but I am back at work. And my team has done an amazing job. So they are picking up all the things where I just kind of tap out and don't have the energy, and I'm like, I need a nap. So yeah, things are rocking and rolling here with the Olmsted family. Just kind of want to let you know where we're at. Love all of you guys. I thank you for the prayers, the messages, the texts, the inappropriate memes, all of it. I'm here for all of it. So send it. Don't be afraid. I had a few people reach out and like, hope I'm not overstepping. I doubt it. I'm just, if you're thinking it, talk to me. So I love you guys. I hope you guys are all each having a great day. Keep up with your checks, keep up with your health, keep being uncomfortable, however that is, and keep pushing yourself to try new things, do new things, whatever. Failure is great. So everybody get a little uncomfortable, whatever that is for you. Love you guys.